Wilson on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is DJ Reed returning. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson leaves it for Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Play action. It's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Wilson. Touchdown! It's complete. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. They go play action now. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown? Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw into the hands of Cobb. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Rodgers again now. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 43 yards. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right, and he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Now Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 6. Here's Jones. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10 from the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Rodgers to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Wilson to throw. that going to be incomplete? Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. There's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here's Lewis. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right, he can beat you with the big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in, when you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create another big play, whether he's running it or extending it so a receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime, and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that